This is from the public restroom prompt. I was babysitting a young boy. He was maybe 4, I was maybe 17. We packed up the doggy bag about to exit the German restaurant we had just enjoyed our schnitzel in. He turned up his little face to mine and announced, "I need to use the potty." I escorted him to the door of the bathroom. I offered my assistance. He refused adamantly. How was I to know if this kid was lying or telling the truth? I barely knew him. If he didn't need my help and I forced it on him, I would be stifling his growth as a budding member of society. Besides, I wasn't keen on dealing with any awkward child bathroom pants down situations in general, so I was pleased when he reassured me he could do it all on his own. I tapped my toe on the floor and waited outside, watching the restaurant bustle. He had been in there for quite some time at this point, and I was starting to doubt my mature little friend. Finally, the door opened. "All done," he said, very matter-of-fact. Thank God, I grabbed his tiny paw. "Let's go," but could barely finish my sentence because his palm was wet. I knelt down. "Did you wash your hands, little buddy?" He dropped his eyes to the floor in the universal display of shame. It was pee, for sure. "Okay, let's wash your hands, kid." We walked back to the bathroom. When I opened the door, I immediately realized the catastrophic mistake I had made in trusting this little devil. The gremlin had pulled a fast one on me. There were art pieces on the walls, all in the color brown, of course. Masterpieces, really, long arching strokes and squibbly lines where he had danced his poopy finger along the wall. Skipping, most likely, I imagine. I could see a drop of fresh urine still falling from the back handle on the toilet. The eggshell white walls behind it had streaked shadows of piss where you could clearly see where he had aimed and shot. This was no accident. If taken to court, I was prepared to make the case for the premeditated bathroom murder. How long had he been thinking of this? Was he making his evil plans on that napkin he had so innocently scribbled on in purple crayon that I had so enthusiastically encouraged? Was he secretly saying to himself, "This would be so much better if I could use my real medium, feces"? I could not bear to stand in the horrible stench any longer. I panicked and grabbed the undoubtedly piss-covered child and fled the crime scene. I couldn't clean it up, I just couldn't. We drove away, and I looked at the tiny car-seated Lucifer in the rearview mirror. "We will never speak of this again," I said. He nodded in agreement with a tiny smirk and a gleeful glimmer in his eye. Sorry.